friends, Mia, aka Miss Anubis. Say hi to everybody for me. How you doing tonight, Mia?
Hi, hello. I'm doing pretty good tonight. I was recovering from some endometriosis pain, and now we've pretty much subsided from that. I'm just a little uncomfortable, and so it's
So
nice to
that
not
is
be
the type
dancing.
of day. So even through the pain, we struggle to make the content, and we triumph in the end. So thank you for being
Absolutely.
here with me tonight. So we're doing a test tech run to make sure everything works for the channel, because last time I tried my first go at it, it didn't quite work. So Mia is my point person for all questions: video, film, technical, photo, and she has helped me to brand this channel, and she's also helping me brand another secret project that I'll talk about another time with you all. But so Mia, tomorrow I have my first guest on the show. Her name is Valencia Canales. She's one of my friends who is going to be running for office and talking to me about politics and social media and technology. Do you have any advice for someone getting into streaming, or someone who it might be their first time being a guest on a online show, a streaming show?
Okay. So you're asking me for advice for you as an interviewer and also as an interviewee.
Yeah, so when it's your
Okay.
first go around, what would you, or what are some things to think about maybe that you wish you would have known the first time around on
Ooh,
either
that's
end?
a that's a good that's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. Because the first time I did it, and the first time I streamed with somebody, or I was the first time I was a co-host with somebody, and we did that online. I was in school, and we used Facebook Live. And one thing to keep in mind is the lag that there is, and how that can affect like your viewership. So if you have like a 15-second lag within your stream, and also like your capture devices too, and how they talk to each other, because not a lot of people think that you have to think about how your devices are going to talk to each other, or even if they're
Okay.
compatible to talk to each other. So what you're doing is really great, is like testing out everything before you go like live, because you're like, say for example, I got a graphic or a capture card, and a capture card allows different high end devices to talk to each other. So let's say I have an
Yeah.
extra camera that I need to be able to talk to my computer that I want to use for the stream. Well, I can't just hook up my
Mm-hmm.
camera to the computer. I have to get that capture card, so that way it can like translate that port into another port, because I can't just hook it up to it.
So
And then
it's kind of
also,
like there's a middleman there, and it takes extra time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like
Okay.
like
So
how
when
this
that lag
program is
happens,
recording. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
So when the lag happens, what does that mean when somebody's watching it and lag happens? Does it
Ooh, that
mean
can mean
like
a
I'm
lot of things.
moving like this
Oh,
and I go slowly? Is that what
yeah,
that
like
looks
a
like? It
robot.
sounds like
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah,
All
it could
right.
look like
So
that.
we are
Anything with
teaching our
like your
viewers
network.
terminology.
Yeah, anything that's like, that could be network related, that could be computer related, that could be like, one, it could be your download speed. So like with your internet, you have your upload speed and your download speed. And then
Mm-hmm.
you also have like your broadcasting speed as well. So like not every TV is able to get 4K, like, or
Uh-huh.
8K. You have to have a TV that's compatible for that. Well, it's the same thing with your computer, and same thing with your stream. If you're
Okay.
broadcasting a certain way, and only computers and device like certain devices, like I have some viewers that watch on their phone, but like my screen is not compatible with their phone because I'm editing on a 4K screen. And so
Okay.
everything I'm editing is going to be smaller. And so I have to now find a way for my viewers who watch on mobile, because they all watch on mobile. A majority of them watch on mobile, but they still they still watch anyway, even though they can't see what I'm doing. But
Mm-hmm.
now I need to find a way to make that a little bigger, or to either, I don't know, I had to figure some things out. And a lot of it too was like figuring things out for yourself, because there's not like a whole, because when you're streaming and you're using a program, there's no like, ooh, how to do streaming, whatever, and they tell you everything that's wrong that happens.
Yeah.
Like if you have, like if you're buffering or something and your connection is consistently going out, then you really can't do anything about that. If your connection's going out, if your audience connection is going out, you can't do anything about that. And the best thing you can do is just be like, hey guys, let me shoot something and then I'll edit it. I'll edit that and then I'll post it later. I don't always do that because I don't always have the time, but that's like something like you've got to work out for yourself. And then also not streaming too much. If you're like streaming every day, I know this guy who streams like every day from 8 to midnight, and that's perfect for him.
Wow.
Yeah, I stream periodically. I try to stream 3 times a week, but because of my like health concerns, I have to do what's best for me. So I try and stream 3 times a week, like 7 p.m. or later. No matter how late I get, I'll always stream until like 4 a.m.
Okay. So that helps understand from the like interviewee side, the one who kind of hopefully interfaces all the tech and gets things to work or fixes them. Mm-hmm. So what kind of recommendations would you have for someone coming on a mini talk show and it's their first time?
Learn how to speak concisely, I guess I would say, because if you're gonna that's an interesting question. Because one, to like speak concisely and clearly and to like be able to really convey your thoughts, because being on camera is very scary and it's very nerve-wracking because it's like, oh, if I mess up my words, and I could totally watch that back again, and did it like anxiety could present itself.
Yeah.
And so like breathing before you get on air, drinking some water, medicating a little bit if you need to.
Yeah, water. Yes, that's a good idea.
Water. Yeah, water for sure. Maybe a little snackage, have a mint. And then also, if you are going to ask your interviewee certain questions, then send them to them beforehand. There's nothing wrong with you sending your interviewee questions beforehand so they can prepare themselves. So that way their answers are nice, clear, and concise. Now, whether they read those questions or not, who's to say? But that's just like the best you can do. Because sometimes you'll have spaghettiers who will just go on and on and on and on and on. And
oh, goodness.
You don't know how to stop them. And if you're a person who just likes to allow people to talk, but you've got a stream that only goes for an hour long and you've got people who've got to like hurry up and you don't want to edit that long, well, then you gotta take control somehow. Well, okay, guys, we only have a week left. You gotta like learn how to be assertive as well. Because whenever I did, I couldn't. I had to. You really gotta like learn how to reel your interviewee in. You've got to like. I hate to say manipulation because there's so many like negative connotations with that, but you've got to like, you got to be able to navigate them. And I know people think of leading lines or leading questions as a negative thing as well, but no. Intentions are important. Intentions are important.
So we gotta learn how to interact, but just in like a different medium, and then kind of be honest with the time frame we're working with, and remember we're humans, right? So when I speak a lot, sometimes my throat gets dry. So I need that water on hand. Oh, yes. I'm still learning my left to right on the screen. So okay, there's another thing. I guess so. If you have a problem coming in this way, it goes the opposite way. Oh, okay.
But you can also change that within your like camera settings too. Like there's a lot of little things like that you wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, I guess you practice and learn as you go because you can't know it all. You can prepare as much as you want from the get-go, but you might not know everything, right? Or maybe you forget something.
Yeah, or you might be that special one to find that problem. You might be that special one to find.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be that one special case scenario, like from Stack Overflow. Like I finally found the unique problem. Everybody come in, all hands on deck. Yeah. So if you had to give, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Is there any kind of one big piece of advice, like aside from learning technical competencies, but for someone who wants to have their own live stream or make videos, is there kind of one big thing you wish people could know to help them out? Like, what if we had little kids watching us and they were really excited and they want to do something like this on their own? What's some kind of positive energy we can bring to that?
Stay excited about it. Stay excited about it. And like look for things to stay excited about. Whether it's like finding interesting people to go interview, or it's like, oh, I get to listen to this interviewer again if I'm going to go back and watch it, or I can't wait to share this. Like, have a sense of anxiety or of a sense of wanting, but with like to do your next project, or like to like focus that excitement into somewhere, as opposed to like focusing on the negative. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get another interviewer. I don't know if this is gonna. And also, promote yourself. Don't be afraid to promote yourself. Write down all the qualities that you want. What do you want to spread with this thing? Like, what do you want to? I want to create a podcast. What do you want to do with the podcast? Do you want to educate? Do you want to entertain? Do you want to? And then put your excitement towards entertaining people and exciting people, and if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. I think a lot of things I've read about YouTubers who've been doing it so long, for example, they feel a little burnout, like they feel like they're forced to create content that like succeeds, you know, gets all the ratings and does well, but maybe it's not what they want. So, you know, not losing the focus of your passion and what originally caught your attraction. I think that's a great piece of advice.
Because YouTubers are catering to an audience. If you start off your business, or if you start off your entertainment, whatever, by being who you are, and that alone is entertaining, regardless of how that one person might view it. But like, you build something off of that, and then you don't have to worry about like molding yourself to be something, to be like what society is interested in.
Yeah.
Not what society wants, but what you think society is interested in, if that makes any sense.
Well, I tend to go against all of what society thinks sometimes and think I know better, and like I have an interesting angle. But I think what's really cool is the power of video and streaming, and both of them combined to get unheard stories out there. And maybe it helps people come out of their shell, or maybe it helps shed light onto something, or maybe it helps inspire people who feel like they want to create too. And I just want to kind of show like everybody can do it. I can do it. Just do something that brings you happiness, and this makes me pretty happy. And I want to showcase other people's happiness with what they're doing in their lives, and having you help yourself, help others.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I don't know if you watching at home can see me try to figure out the boundaries of my screen here. Oh, there we go. Now I'm centered. Okay, cool. All right. Well, Mia, thank you so much for answering our questions and giving us some good advice going into our first live broadcast, which is tomorrow, Saturday, August 22nd, 2020, 6 p.m. Central Time, with my friend Venencia Canales. And we will actually here's the surprise I've been holding out on. We will be live streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And so if you want to chat with us, you can chat with us through the Facebook live stream. All you have to do is leave comments, and they pop up in my window, and we can respond and interact with that. I love surprises.
That's so awesome.
Okay.
I love how like together this is. This is so dope.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, I learned from a good guru. So.
Oh, I do like that.
All right. Well, thank you for your help. I will let you go. And we are going to actually have you on the show soon. I've been working with you on your streams, and then one day we're going to get you on mine and share some of your knowledge with all the cool things you do. All right. Well, thank you, Mia. Thank you, everybody at home watching, and we hope to see you tune in live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time, for our interview, our first debut interview officially on YouTube with Valencia Canales. All right. Have a good night, Mia. Thank you.
Night. Bye.
Bye.